Everybody, welcome to Jolly Holly's channel. I'm Holly's dad. Holly is a dog, of course. Alright, gonna drive over there and we're gonna see Holly, and after that we go to a chiropractor. So if you're brand new to the channel and you guys love dogs, please give Holly a subscribe, huh? Holly would really appreciate it. I don't know if she even knows she makes YouTube videos, but whatever. Try to get Holly some food, huh? Some food and some paw bender. Paw bender. Thank you, David. This guy haircut. Now, I'll have to go get some eat and go see my my dog Holly and yeah, try to get her some watch hours and stuff. I think I'm gonna make it right. Oof. I haven't shared the stream to my main channel yet, but that's okay. I already told everybody we were gonna go live on Jolly Holly's. Most YouTube people watch very passively. And that's okay. It's okay if you watch YouTube passively. She's 12, estimated, of course. When I adopted her, her estimated age was 2.5. When I adopted Holly, her estimated age was 2.5. So her estimated age would be 12. You know. All right, let me share this to the main channel at the red light. Oh, there's my screen. Sometimes I like red lights for YouTube reasons or something else. Sometimes I actually like red lights when I need to do something. Oh man. Woo! Sometimes you need to send out important text. You would love a red light. Oh yeah, please smash the like button. Oh shit, Holly got 26 views. It's more views than me, Holly. Holly got 26, huh? We're on our way to see Holly, by the way. Yeah. This is a dog channel. Well, it's Holly and me, I don't think she's smart enough to make a YouTube account. She's smart, but you know. She's not that smart. Holly's a smart girl, but not enough to make a YouTube account and go live, you know. That'd be dope if she knows how to make a YouTube account and go live. Not on Holly's channel, Ernesto. Not on Holly's channel, bro. It's kind of overdoing it if I do on Holly's channel. It's on my main channel. Go back to my main channel. Click on the 5-minute video of BetMGM affiliate. It's there. I don't want to plug shit in on Holly's channel unless it's dog related. Yeah. If it's dog related, I'll plug it in. But the link should be on my main channel. And thank you, Ernesto. Main channel, go to the video with the BetMGM affiliate. That one, the 5-minute video of BetMGM affiliate. That would be there. Copy and paste, deposit 100. You get total of 200. I get 100. Thank you, Ernesto. What is it? I don't know. Once she get bigger, she might get dog food sponsors and shit. Dog clothing. I don't know. Dog toys. My dad's house kind of small, so no place for her to play with toys. When she lived with me, she got like 20 toys, bro. When Holly used to live with me, at least 20 toys. 20 toys. Yeah, it's on the main channel. Ernesto, and thank you. Each sign up is worth 100. Shout out to Mike Houston for coming through with the bet FGM. Thank you, Mike Houston, once again. Thank you, David. David Torres is still the subscriber of the month. Subscriber of the month. Oh shit! Can't turn there. Fuck. Getting a little bit distracted. A little bit. A little bit distracted today. Huh? Tiny bit. Yeah, just go to the main channel and that stuff. Yeah. That way it's kosher for a dog channel. Yeah. That way it's kosher for a dog channel. Hey, country. Thanks for supporting Holly. Yeah, man. I need to reach out to the marketing department. Yeah. I have to start Googling it. Yeah. I'm a one-man show at the moment. Yeah. I don't have anybody to edit, or I don't have a manager. None of that. It's just a one show with 7 channels. One man managing 7 channels. Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Got another subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please join. Please join. All right. Boom. Holly hates rain. So we're not gonna take her out. It's fucking raining again. 5 days straight, bro. 5 days. Rain straight. I hate rain too. I do not like rain. Anybody here likes rain? I don't. Yeah, I fucking hate rain. Sorry for cussing. Holly would say the same shit. If Holly were to talk, that's what she would say, huh? Woof! Woof! Ooh. If Holly were to talk, that's what she would say. Alright, T minus 2 minutes until we see Holly. T minus 2 minutes. Hey, Sarah. Thanks for joining my dog, Holly. yeah, appreciate everybody from the main channel supporting my dog. Right? Watch this maneuver. Watch this maneuver, bro. See? Reverse. Sometimes I get that done in two moves or two maneuvers. Not today. Yeah. Not today. The what you call it? Reverse first and then forward, or drive. Reverse and then drive. Not today, huh? Trying excuse not on point today. That's okay. As long as we don't get an accident that's under my fault, we'll be alright. The last accident that was my fault was 20 years ago. Last car accident. Alright, we're gonna go see Holly. Jolly Holly. Alright, not bad. Where you at, Holly? Jolly Holly. Holly.
Mới dắt ra vậy vậy đó.
Ngoài trời mưa.
Trong mấy năm trở lại,
Holly.
người dân Phú Mỹ còn xuất khẩu một lượng lớn truyền thống sang thị trường Thái Lan.
You sippy Holly? Sippy. Sippy.
Chai Phú Mỹ có được nhiều đầu ra, nhận được sự tin dùng
Sippy á?
mà còn
Cái gì á? Mưa hay giọt cái vũ đi để chạy thiết gì.
Sippy. Are you hungry?
Cái giờ tự trên ra đi.
Shit, drink more water than me. This is what, like almost 1 gallon? Half a gallon? Half a gallon, huh? Looks like half a gallon. Yes, drink a lot of water. Holly, did you eat yet? Jolly Holly? Chạp dâm dâm? Hả? Hộp đang hết rồi hả? Chị khui hộp mới cho nó nha. Holly, look! I bought you blue today. Holly, I bought you blue today. Holly, look! Look! No, not over there. Okay, you want some blue, Holly? We have blue. Look, that's your boyfriend. Look at your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is blue. Ooh, look, yummy. Wait.
Dạ, con tên là Trần Thị Kim Loan, năm nay 64 tuổi.
Just mix it up, I guess. Mix it up. Ready, Holly? Ready for yummy? Hold on, not yet. Okay, try it out. Look it. Look, you like it?
Đường này nó quánh chung kết rồi.
Sao rồi phải không?
Hôm qua là anh đi đi.
Got the Washington Gazette. They want a quote on this
Ngon dữ người ta.
Cho ra đây ăn nè, Holly. Holly ra đây ăn. Hold on.
Thơm quá ta.
Ah. Yummy, yummy.
Monticello is booked, so is Dunstan Hall and Tudor Place. Looks like the Denby Hotel is available, and so is Mount Vernon.
Oh wow, you are a lifesaver.
Nó canh đâu giờ đi cái thịt kho hoặc thịt gà rồi đó.
Mount Vernon's open.
Book it before someone else does.
And let me say what an honor it is to be here and add my happy birthday to you, Mr. President.
I'm getting out of this house now. And life goes against me.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Are you aware that you're in a restricted area? Yeah, but this is where the fish are, son. That may be, but I'm gonna need to have you move upriver. Are you aware that according to Article 1, Section 25 of the Maryland Constitution, I'm allowed to fish in public water? Are you aware, sir, that I have the right to detain you for the next 48 hours without cause? I am going to go back where I came from just as fast as possible.
They were safe, they were far from the scene, never saw anything, and they were reunited with their parents.
Again, the information about the deceased individual will be
Hôm qua nó quánh
released
với thằng anh đi rồi.
officers involved. Thankfully, none of those officers were injured. In Broomfield, Greg Gamble, Fox 31.
Okay, thank you. Earlier tonight, the parents of a toddler who was seriously injured while in the care of a babysitter speaking exclusively with Fox 31. It'll never make sense to me. Their son was rushed by helicopter for his injuries. Thankfully, he did survive. Only on Fox 31, they shared what they've learned through this whole process and their advice to other parents. Plus.
In a very tight congressional race, after giving the incumbent an F in leadership and policy, we'll tell you who they are next.
I'm Kurt Youngkin. For the most live and local news coverage, turn to Fox 31 Morning News, the biggest morning news team, delivering you what's happening in your town. Log on, Fox 31 Morning News.
Accuracy is everything. Fox 31's pinpoint weather, the ultimate course in weather. Recently recognized as most accurate for the 9th year in a row by WeatherRate, the nation's only independent forecast verification company. When you need to know what's next, you can trust Dave Frazier and the Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team. A commitment unmatched in local television.
The biggest live breaking news coverage from where you live.
Nobody delivers more than Fox 31 News.
Join us for Fox 31 News at 9. We're on it.
What's for dinner? Shop King Supers for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. King Supers, fresh for everyone.
After a crash, it's not enough to be in the right. The bills, the wrecked car, the insurance adjuster. Not all right. Your pain, not all right. Our job is to help you return to all
She's
right.
12,
Call
yeah,
Real Fast
estimated.
729-9999 or go to andersonhammett.com.
12. Ollie, say hi.
Shut my whole house down. Took out the heat, the AC,
Say
the
hi.
electrical panel, one line, replaced everything with efficient carrier units. And followed up to see how everything was going. We live to serve. One lightning strike, one call. And we'll be there, lightning quick.
No more?
What's your day job, buddy?
Never. I love my day job.
Service at home, servants at heart. Online and Carrier. Turn to the experts for your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs.
Save up to 80% at the Jewelry Exchange. Carat studs $69, pennies $149, tennis bracelets $5.99 per carat. 2-carat freestyle rings or studs $19.90. Guaranteed to appraise for double factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Greenwood Village.
What's for dinner? Shop King Supers for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. King Supers, fresh for everyone.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Coatings, exclusive dealer of Rhino Shield.
The list of candidates for Colorado's most competitive congressional district continues to grow.
Yeah, 2 new candidates joined the field of Democrats running for the seat this week.
Fox 31 political reporter Gabrielle Franklin speaking with both of them and joining us now with more on who they are. Gabrielle.
Yeah, Jeremy, the state treasurer and the past president for the state's largest teachers union are joining the race this week, both saying that it's time for new representation in the district.
Today, I'm announcing that I am running for Congress in Congressional District 8 here in Colorado.
Lifelong Coloradan, and I love the state. I love Congressional District 8, the new congressional district, and I'm excited to represent them.
The immediate past president of the state's largest teachers union and the current state treasurer are joining the field of Democrats looking to take on incumbent Congressman Gabe Evans. The Republican beat Democratic incumbent Yadira Carabeo last fall by around 2,000 votes.
Well, you know, if I had to
No
give
more,
Gabe
Holly?
Evans a grade, I would give him an F, because I don't see Gabe Evans standing up for his constituents in CB8 or in Colorado. You know, Gabe Evans is standing
No more.
side by side,
You want
pushing
more
the Trump
food?
agenda,
Okay, hold on.
not listening to the needs of Colorado.
More yummy, yummy.
You know, I'm a teacher, and at this point I'm giving him an F because he's demonstrating votes that are going to benefit people in the congressional.
More yummy, yummy, huh? More yummy, yummy. Okay, more yummy, yummy. Hold on.
Former Congresswoman Yadira Carabeo is also in the race again, too. Both of the new candidates supported her initial bids.
Because I think it's time for
21 đồng.
You know, there were some great things that happened during that first term.
Số 021, còn thì số 120.
Congress looks different.
Số 021.
The presidency looks different. And
Không là ngắn hơn.
where we need somebody.
Gabe Evans is going along with the Trump administration and giving
9 đồng.
caving in on budget decisions that are going to be devastating for people across this country, but particularly for people in his district right now and my district right now. And I can't stand by for that.
And the National Republican Congressional Committee is calling all the Democratic candidates out of touch, saying in a statement that 2 is company, 3 is a crowd, and 5 is a clown car. It's going to be a long race that doesn't even really get started until next June, but of course we'll be watching as it all plays out. Reporting live in Denver, Gabrielle Franklin. Fox 31.
Now, Colorado's most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Dave Green.
You can see Gabrielle standing there outside in Denver, and there's not much going on. The wind's stirring a little bit, but on the south side of town, this is down at Plum Creek Parkway in Castle Rock. Heavy rain has hit the area in a few spots, especially Castlewood Canyon. Let's get to work with pinpoint. Start with the radar. We're right back where we were all week long, and we're going to continue this pattern of firing off showers and thunderstorms in the heat of the day, and that will continue until the weekend when things will get just a little bit quieter. So heavy rain off to the west in some areas. You can see where the lightning is. There's some lightning out to the west. There's a cluster of storms down here. There's a cluster here, and then the southeast Colorado dealing with it. So let's run around the state. We'll show you what's going on. 2 things to point out here, this storm here, you see it taking that right-hand turn with the blue in it? That's all hail. That's the one that was triggering the warnings running at the top of your screen, starting just before 3 o'clock and continued. It just never let up. Now it's a cluster of thunderstorms out there. Northern Front Range, you've got some thunderstorms around. They're a little tamer at this point. No severe weather. Denver, we've got some wet weather downtown. Radar's indicating some small hail with this one up near, say, Boulder, Lafayette, Superior. Got some wet weather on the west side of town. I want to take you to the south side of town. This green box, if you can see it right in here, Elizabeth, Ponderosa Park, Franktown, and especially Castlewood Canyon. What happened here is 2 thunderstorms came together. There was an outflow boundary. One was coming up out of the south, one coming in from the west, and they collided. And when that happens, it causes an eruption in the storm. It intensifies, and it just dumped a ton of rain. So the reality is there's about 1 to 1.5 inches of rain that has fallen in this area, especially to the south and east of Castle Rock. So this is pretty heavy rain. You can see that warning. Watch out for standing water in some locations, and small streams and creeks can come up. There's not a huge risk when it comes to that in this area because we just don't have a lot of, it's in open areas, if you will. To the south of there, just heavy rain here to the east of Colorado Springs. Southeast Colorado is still dealing with some storms that are producing hail. There's one here, but they're not large enough to be considered severe. To southwest Colorado we go, and that is, again, raining and snowing.
Thank you, Ernesto. Appreciate that, bro.
And northwest Colorado.
Yeah, that's just worth 100, dude.
High temperatures today quickly, 60s, 70s west, 60s, 70s east, an 80 in Springfield. Denver coming in at 72 degrees. That was our forecast high. 80 is where we should be. The high went up 1 degree on the average. Yesterday was 79, now it's at 80 degrees. You can see the shower that is in downtown Denver. That's I-25 in front of Mile High. Obviously, anytime it rains, the traffic slows down. 65 on the Backus and Schenker Skycam network. Humidity's at a decent level, and the wind is in an east-northeasterly direction, and it's a little breezy. So we've cooled now from those warm highs in the 70s down into the upper 50s and low 60s. As you look over northeast Colorado, cooling there with the rain coming into play, and you've got 40s and 50s off to the west. Wind can get a little gusty, especially close to the thunderstorm. So we take the storms we have now, we push them to the east. By 7 o'clock, they're rolling away. By the time we get to 9 o'clock, they're starting to kind of thin out.
Thirsty.
Some leftover showers in a few spots, and then by 11 o'clock, everything lays
We
down.
check on it, huh?
Of some trailing snow showers.
Yeah, if I get that 100, I'll give you some, huh, Ernesto?
Tomorrow morning,
If I get that 100.
I told you the storms would get going earlier because we had sunshine in the morning. Tomorrow, they're going to start around the same time.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
To 2 o'clock.
Does Virginia allow gambling?
This cloud deck is going to be
Sports
persistent
betting?
overnight into the morning. It's going to limit the heat. We've pulled our temperatures down into the 60s.
Did you deposit 100?
However, I want you to focus in right here.
Nice.
This area, the eastern side of the Palmer Divide, is going to get sunshine. So watch what happens as we get into the afternoon around 2 o'clock. Yeah, we've got scattered storms. I think they're going to clear Denver quickly. I think it's that area there that's going to be the focus for the start of what can be large hail-producing storms. You can see the color intensity. And then they're quickly going to roll into the southeast.
Yeah, it takes about 24 hours or something.
They may have some hail with
Thank you, Ernesto. Thank you.
Is bigger in southeast Colorado. And again, rain and snow as we look into the mountains off to the west by late tomorrow night with the setting sun. The skies will clear tomorrow night. Moisture, this is between now and tomorrow evening. If there's going to be bigger moisture, higher totals.
Did you use my link? I don't see it.
Storms will fire off to the south and east of Metro Denver. So my forecast, just like it was last night, like it'll be tonight, and like it'll be tomorrow. Evening thunderstorms. Wind and hail are there. Lightning is always a threat. Thunder rolls.
You copy and paste?
50 overnight tonight. Not as warm tomorrow, by only about 3 degrees. It doesn't make a huge difference in the scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. But I think the severe weather threat is going to be more to the south and east onto the southeastern plains of Colorado. Nonetheless, we'll watch the storms for you tomorrow, just like we did today, and let you know if there's going to be a threat in closer to Denver. Stray. Quiet on Saturday. Could be an absolutely gorgeous day. 10%. Then we'll bring back a few storms Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Cool a little bit to the 70s.
Still hungry, Holly? Jeez, girl. Eat too much. Eat too much, no good.
Chances for storms every day next week.
Thank you, Dave. Well, all new at 5, Governor Jared Cole is at the center of a new lawsuit. What he's accused of doing coming up next.
And here's what you can expect from our partners at News Nation.
Nice. What's up, bro? I appreciate that.
Another special 2-hour edition of Cuomo, the SBA's Kelly Loeffler, Congressman Ro Khanna, Andrew Yang, and more. A special 2-hour edition of Cuomo tonight at
So this is my bet for today. This is my bet.
To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com.
That's my bet for tonight.
The Pinpoint Weather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Denver.
Long shot. Once again, it's a long shot bet.
Shop online 24/7.
Long shot bet. So yeah, if I hit it, awesome. If I don't, that's okay.
ClearSale.com, and we make selling your home easier than ever. We'll come to your house and make you a cash offer the same day we meet. ClearSale.com will buy your home regardless of condition. It can look like this or this. When you sell to ClearSale, you'll save money with no fees, no commissions.
I say 1 to 3.
No repairs.
Mike Houston told me about it 3 days ago, and I got it at
Hours a day. That's ClearSale.
12 a.m. last night. Mike Houston.
You probably weren't thinking about replacement windows. But Anderson,
And if I get that 100, I'll give you a kickback, huh? And that's the
invented a game-changing
give you a kickback if I get that 100.
better and stronger than anything else on the market. They called it Fibrix material. And replacement windows would never be the same. Renewal by Anderson was born. Here we are 30 years later, and the quality of our Fibrix material is still unmatched. No other window company makes it. Our windows are beautiful, durable, and our customers love us. That's why over 1 million homeowners recommend Renewal by Anderson. We also have the nation's best warranty. We cover the windows and the installation.
No more.
We take care of it all. And here's the big payoff.
Tricky time, Holly.
Anderson products increase a home's value by 15%. It's true. Get out your phone, plug in your
Holly
home's
set.
value, and multiply it by
High five.
0.5.
High five. Oh, that's not high five.
Smart investment.
That's not high five, girl.
1995. And this month we want to celebrate with you. During our 30th
Set.
anniversary sale.
High five.
Save $19.95 off windows.
Other hand.
Plus $19.95
Okay, good job, Holly.
doors. Plus $19.95 off new ensemble entry door systems. Plus, get no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. Our 30th anniversary sale ends June 30th. Call Renewal by Anderson to schedule an appointment. 720-466-5900. That's 720-466-5900.
Heard at the scene? Everybody knows call Jordan Levine. We'll tell you what your case is worth for free, and you don't pay us unless we win. Call 303-333-8000. Heard at the scene? Call Jordan Levine.
Tonight, Governor Pohl is facing a new lawsuit. It alleges that the governor directed state employees to give ICE personal identifying information for dozens of people in response to a subpoena ICE served to enforce federal civil immigration law. The suit claims this happened 1 week after he signed a new law expanding the ban on disclosing personal information for purposes of federal immigration enforcement. The suit was filed by Scott Moss, an employee with the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment. We reached out to the governor's office for a statement, and we're still waiting to hear back.
We'll still have Fox 31 learning new details about a plane that caught fire at DIA back in March.
Yeah, that video showing smoke pouring from the plane. Next, what officials say may have sparked those flames and who pushed for everyone to evacuate is surprising.
And a babysitter sentenced for child abuse. Fox 31 with an exclusive interview with the parents, why they say the sitter's time behind bars is not enough.
That's crazy. Babysitter. That's why I don't watch the fucking news, but whatever. Thank you, David. Thank you. Oh man, it's still raining. Shit. The news is always so fucking depressing, bro. Nothing good on the news. Nothing good on the news, huh? Holly? No, what are you looking for, Holly? Go drink some water. Water?
Your summer memories captured at Water World, where every splash becomes a story worth sharing. Get your 2025 season pass now for endless thrills and savings. Over 50 slides and attractions. Water World, where summer's best memories are.
What if?
Buy online and save.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. Thrasher. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, Thrasher's professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide
solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer.
Yummy, yummy.
Let's get real. A lot of these adjustable base deals promise nothing but upkicks. A true adjustable base rises at the head and the foot to provide a zero-G sleeping experience. So it's time to ask, where's the foot? At Denver Mattress, our adjustable lineup delivers complete control to your head and feet according to your inclinations. And right now, purchase the Hibernation Silver Base and score a free Buena Vista mattress. That's right, a free mattress when you buy the base. Find out what a true adjustable base can do for you now at Denver Mattress.
The truck was so big that he didn't feel my car. After that, I contacted Frank Aza. I had nothing to pay up front. They handled everything completely. My name's Ed, and Frank got me $993,000.
Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino and you'll never have to paint your home again. Rhino Shield ceramic technology is
Even the fuckboys try to hang on a dog, huh? Fuckboys are lame, bro. How the fuck you gonna troll a fucking dog, dude?
and is backed by our extraordinary 25-year warranty. So stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Call now for a free estimate and receive 15% off the regular price.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
We're on the biggest team, the biggest coverage. This is Fox 31 News at 5:30.
We do start here at 5:30 with some breaking news. We are learning here from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security. They're issuing a public service announcement to highlight potential elevated risk, public safety concerns related to the ongoing threats to the Jewish and Israeli communities. This, of course, following the attack on Pearl Street, the terror attack that happened on Sunday, in which 15 people and also a canine were injured.
This alert coming again after the Boulder attack and the attack of the Israeli embassy employees in D.C. just a couple of weeks ago. What they're saying now is the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict may motivate other violent extremist and hate crime perpetrators with similar grievances to conduct violence against Jewish and Israeli communities or their supporters. To exploit narratives related to the conflict to inspire attacks here in the United States. So the FBI and DHS are urging the public to be vigilant and report any violence or suspicious activity to law enforcement.
Ăn nữa hả?
There's a pending threat. They're saying in light of what happened in Boulder and the attack in D.C. just a few weeks ago, they want everyone to remain on alert.
We, of course, will keep you updated with any new information.
Want to get back to Denver International Airport. So far, nearly 800 delays have been reported today. Those gray and gloomy skies out there. You can hear Dave. He's going to give us an update in a moment. And right now, this guy's over Denver, Don Stoop.
Yeah, maybe also different. Actually, going to see the very on these evening storms, and it seems like another day, another round of storms moving through.
Oh yeah, Dave, Alden and I have all been keeping a very close eye on the radar as we've had round after round of some of those stronger storms moving through Denver. And of course, it's been since 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've been hopping on giving you those updates as those thunderstorms have moved through the Denver area. At this point, not a whole lot of lightning toward downtown or even by the airport. Still getting those heavy amounts of rainfall and some thunderstorms. There's that rain, thunder, and lightning from Castle Rock.
Yummy, yummy.
Up again toward Elizabeth.
Yummy, yummy.
You notice that green box down toward Castle Rock? That's where we've had some flooding down that way, and we're continuing to keep an eye on that heavy rainfall, leading to the potential for even flash flooding. So essentially, what that means is all that heavy rain, it can lead to a very rapid
Yummy, yummy.
in water. So heads up if you will be traveling, especially to or from those areas south of 70, closer you get toward Ponderosa Park and Castle Rock.
Yeah.
Flash flood
How about this?
for you continue on until 6:45 as we bring along some of these
Yummy,
different
yummy.
storms that have been hefty rainfall producers. On top of that, as we go from Kiowa off to the east, closer to Flagler, that's where we've been seeing the rain, the thunder, and the lightning. At this point, lightning, actually one of our bigger concerns alongside some of that heavy rainfall that's been out there. And temperatures, they're starting to drop. That does stabilize our environment just a little bit. And as far
Have
as
to go, Holly.
for the next few
Daddy
days,
love you.
continuing to track more of
Daddy
those
love you. Have to go
thunderstorms
work.
rapidly pushing their way off to the east. Plus another round of thunderstorms.
I love you.
As we head into the day tomorrow, for a closer look at some of those strong
I love
storms
you.
coming together. Keep it on. Just Dave Fraser will be back with your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Have to go work.
And some more roads out there. This to Fox 31 rolling.
You have allergy?
Yeah, and Shaw Turner joining us now live on I-70. Where are you now, Shaw?
Well, we're traveling now on I-270, getting on a quick look through our dash cam at the weather conditions here. You know, you've got the combination of all of this rain. You've got
Okay, they want to watch you, Holly. They don't want to watch me.
Traffic as we are in the rush hour period time of the day. So this really is a stop and go situation out here on the roads. But I'll give you a look at our rear wheel where you can just see all the water now accumulating on the roads, and you know that can cause hydroplaning in many areas, so you want to watch out for those pools of water on the road. Back out to our dash cam, taking a look at our mass cam, you can see very dark skies here as we approach the area near DIA, traveling on I-70 eastbound. It's easy to see why nearly 800 flights have been delayed here in this area. So what we're going to do is continue to work our way south toward Castle Rock. As this warning continues out there, we're going to send it back inside to you for more on that.
Safe out there, Shaw. Thank you. In other news, a Lakewood babysitter is now sentenced to 18 years in prison for child abuse. Fox 31's Nicole Fierro sat down exclusively with the parents of the toddler she's convicted of almost killing.
I love you.
3 words Dad can't say
I
enough.
love you the most.
Moments Anthony DiStefano
You're the sweetest baby ever.
didn't know if he'd ever even get.
Do you love me the most?
With his baby, Giovanni, after this is how he saw him when he rushed to the hospital in September of 2023.
They're like, oh, we got to do this emergency surgery. We got to remove part of his skull. Like, he was only 2 at the time. There's nothing a 2-year-old child, any 2-year-old child could ever do to warrant that kind of thing to happen to them.
4 years old now. 2 years old when DiStefano dropped him off to his babysitter, McKinley Sloan Hernandez. Hernandez operated an unlicensed home daycare. Giovanni had been in her care regularly for more than a year.
Never did I think that somebody who was supposed to be your friend, that you've known for years, would ever do anything like that.
A 7-day trial with surveillance footage showing his son in Hernandez's care as prosecutors say the 2-year-old fell or was pushed out of this trailer.
And instead of consoling him, she picks him up and walking in the house bites him on his forearm. Right in the camera. It just doesn't, it'll never make sense to me.
Prompting pain and clarity about what caused the traumatic brain injury, brain tissue damage, hemorrhaging, and bruising.
McKinley not once, from the day it happened till now, has said anything about what happened, said how sorry she was.
A jury found her guilty of child abuse, and this week a judge said out of a possible sentence of 10 to 32 years in prison, Hernandez will get 18.
For them to only give her 18 years, I would say wasn't enough. Not even close.
Looking back on the last 2 years, his advice to other parents.
That's a tough one, because when I dropped him off, he kept saying, Dad, sit with me. Like, he wanted me to not leave. And I didn't really think about it then. Now I look at it and I'm like, I would have just taken him home.
These parents knew the babysitter. They trusted her. The state says it is essential to make sure you're using a licensed provider. They have a website, ColoradoShines.com, where you can see licensed providers and any past violations they may have had. Nicole Fierro, Fox 31.
Thanks to Nicole. New at 5:30, brand new information about a scary scene at Denver International Airport.
The National Transportation Safety Board just issued a preliminary report after a plane's engine caught fire back in March, forcing people to evacuate. Matt Morrow is joining us now with new information here. Matt.
Well, Christine and Jeremy, really hard to forget this video right here. That was the plane in the air. That is the engine on fire. This was after it landed. Again, really hard to forget it. It went viral. People all across the country were talking about it. The plane's engine goes up in flames. Passengers rush to get off of it. See some of them running on the tarmac right there. And listen to this. Today we are learning it was the passengers who demanded to get off that smoking plane and prompted the evacuation. Plus, the reason that plane caught fire in the first place is a locking device in the engine was installed incorrectly. All this happened back on March 13th. The American Airlines flight with 178 people on board took off from Colorado Springs. The new NTSB report says the right engine was hot and started vibrating very quickly, so the plane diverted here to Denver. After it landed, the engine caught fire and smoke filled the cabin. That's when the NTSB says passengers got up and demanded to be let off the plane, so the flight attendants started that process. The slide on the left side of the plane jammed, and dozens of passengers ended up evacuating on the wing. Chad Kendall, an aviation expert, believes the federal government will take a very close look at what happened here, especially how the evacuation happened.
I think this is an interesting scenario as far as passenger evacuation. You know, we typically don't see it happen in the gate area related to a major fire.
The gate crew quickly extinguished the fire here. 12 people had what are described as minor injuries. Again, as for what caused the fire, the NTSB says a fan blade platform was fractured and the lock wire of a fuel fitting was loose and installed in the wrong direction. In the final report, that could be blamed on human error. Jeremy.
Matt, thank you. Let's take a look. We're on Pinpoint Weather Day. Here's some of the conditions.
Yeah, getting a live look now at Council Rock, where the rain is increasing during this rush hour. Traffic is moving along. You can see the water spraying up on the roads there. If you are heading from point A to point B tonight, be sure to give yourself some extra time. We'll have much more coming up after the break.
If it's before lunch,
You know we're live and local.
bringing you the news from your neighborhood.
If it's happening in the morning, it's happening here.
Fox 31 Morning News. Weekdays starting at 4:30. It's Saturday night. Game night or date night. You catch a rom-com where, surprise, they make out at the end. Or you could have real fireworks. Baseball on a Saturday night. And plot twist, you get the best seat in the house. If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America. First pitch Saturday. Fox 31's Pinpoint Weather, independently certified most accurate 9 years in a row. David Frazier and the Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather team. We're on it.
If you're injured in an Uber or Lyft wreck, you need to find out what your coverage is, no matter who's at fault. Under Colorado law, you may have up to $1 million as a passenger or a driver. Uber or Lyft wreck, call me now. I'm attorney Frank Azar, the strong arm.
The juicy, delicious chicken you know and love is now available at the King Soopers and City Market butcher counters. Whether you're whipping up a quick meal for one or preparing a feast for the whole family, get exactly the amount of fresh Redbird Farms chicken you need. Take your pick from premium hand-selected chicken breasts, wings, and thighs. Perfect for grilling, roasting, or any way you crave it. Redbird Farms chicken. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King Soopers and City Market. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
At Let's Swap, our above and beyond service means more hustle, less hassle. That's why we're proud to say you get more from less.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia X-Line Nightfall Collection.
Kia. Movement that inspires. Unlimited 1.5% cash back is just the beginning. Cash back 3% on dining, 5% on Chase Travel, and 3% at drugstores. Apply today at chase.com/GoUnlimited. Start cash backing with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
If you're injured in a car accident, the insurance company will hire an investigator to protect their own financial interests. But who protects yours? Levine Law. 303-333-8000. Heard at the scene? Call Jordan Levine.
We are back with new perspective tonight from a mother and her 2 children who were walking in the demonstration on Sunday when the terror attack happened at Boulder.
As Fox 31's Gabby Easterwood reports, one of the children in a wheelchair helped find medical aid.
The Cohen family lives here in Lafayette, but for more than a year now, nearly every Sunday, they've gone to Pearl Street for the Run for Their Lives walk. This past Sunday was no different.
Get on with me. Get on with you.
Rachel Cohen believes firmly in standing up for what she believes and teaches her 5 kids the same.
And we need to be human to each other.
That's why the Run for Their Lives walks are so important to their family.
I gathered a couple kids that were ready to go. This time it was 2. It just depends. I'm a mom of 5, and so whoever's ready, we go. And it was my 7-year-old and my 14-year-old that day. My 14-year-old doesn't walk long distances well, so we took the wheelchair, loaded up, and went.
The walk was moving along its normal route when Rachel says she noticed the attacker and moments later saw a wave of fire about 20 feet from her and her children.
There was a crash, and there's a smell of petrol and fire. And I turned because I just knew something was wrong. The worst was an 88-year-old woman. It was the first time she'd walked with us. She was there on her birthday with her husband. And the realization that my children could have been murdered, the realization that they saw this, that this happened here,
It's incomprehensible.
She's had conversations with her son Baruch before about what to do in these situations.
He went off and went and looked for medical supplies and looked for what he could do not close to where the danger was.
Baruch even speaking with first responders when they got on scene.
I just give them the quick rundown of like the victim's condition, how many, where they are, the suspect.
Despite the attack, Rachel says she and her family will be there again to walk Sunday to continue to stand with the Israeli hostages and show her children resilience.
I'm not going to let someone terrorize me out of doing the right thing, which is to support these people.
In Lafayette, Gabby Easterwood, Fox 31.
Now, Colorado's with Chief Meteorologist Dave Frazier.
Been another afternoon of showers and thunderstorms, some of them severe. The biggest threat has been the hail, but we also had some heavy rain down just to the south and east of Castle Rock and Castlewood Canyon. You can see the storms. They're kind of out here. Now they're kind of coming together. And what happens in these situations is you heat up the atmosphere and the storms get going and they thrust up and they become severe, and then the atmosphere kind of cools as it kind of rains itself out and the intensity kind of drops off. And I think that's where we are. I think the severe threat has passed through Denver, but that doesn't mean we're done with the showers and thunderstorms at this point. You can see we still have a little bit of lightning here on the southeast side of town, up towards the airport. By the way, there are some delays at the airport. Typical, anytime thunderstorms are in the vicinity of the airport, there are going to be delays because it's not only about the lightning, but it's also about the wind, the erratic wind that comes with the thunderstorms. You can see clusters of lightning here, to the south, to the southeast, and also all the way out west. So jump in on radar. There we are. Showers and thunderstorms. Again, that one right there. Watch this one come out. That's the one that was triggering all the warnings for hail, and it's still producing hail in the blue. You can see the hail here. This is hail zone where we can track the core of the hail right in there. When it goes yellow like that, that's all hail larger than the size of a quarter. Northern Front Range, you've got some showers out there, transitioning over to more showers, maybe a rumble of thunder coming into Wellington and West Fort Collins. We do have some tiny hail with this one here, potentially on the south side of town, down towards the Littleton area. We'll keep an eye on that. So 3 kind of thunderstorms in this area here. There's an outflow boundary that's kind of lifting through the city, and it's helping to lift up a few storms. Once the storms kind of go over that speed bump, the outflow boundary, it's like a mini cold front on the ground, they tend to kind of weaken a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on it. This is the area I wanted to put the radar into motion, where we had an outflow boundary coming in and thunderstorms collided, and right there they erupted and they dumped a ton of rain. So that collision is why we have here this green box. It's to the east of Castle Rock down I-25. You can see the outline over towards Elizabeth, south of the Pinery, near Ponderosa Park. And right in here, there was some reports of up to 1.5 inches of rain in a very brief period of time. And so that's why the National Weather Service triggered this flash flood warning. Now, generally, that goes till 6:45. It could expire before that, because generally what happens is the streams, the rivers, the creeks, the standing water comes up quickly when it happens, and then it just kind of flushes away in most locations. Still hail producer here. To the wind, you can see it to the east as we look along I-70, and then you get out here, and this one has a little more hail, and that's the one in the yellow box that has the thunderstorm warning for the hail and the wind until 7 o'clock. Southeast, heading along US 24, kind of quiet. Southeast Colorado, hail producers in a few spots. You can see them, but they're not severe at this point. Southwest Colorado, rain and snow up high over the San Juans, and rain showers here to the west with some grumbles of thunder. There it is, the wet weather in Denver with the showers, especially on the south side. Bacchus and Schenker, we've cooled to 65. So everywhere here on the map heated, only to the low 70s. Our average at this time of the year is about 80 degrees, so it's below the average, but we got to the 70s. You can see what the rain has done. It's cooled us back into the 60s in a lot of locations. Some places it's even cooled you into the 50s, like Castle Rock. Look at Parker. Look at Elizabeth now at 49 rain-cooled degrees. Wind can get a little gusty with some of those. You can see it coming out of the north and east, but those yellow shaded areas near the thunderstorm. So we'll push them to the east between now and 7 to 9, sun setting, they're weakening, and then overnight tonight they're gone, with the exception of some snow way up high near Leadville. Tomorrow morning, more clouds in the morning, a cooler environment, but where the sun comes out right here I think we're going to heat up some storms quickly. You can see the timestamp, 2 o'clock, and then those could be severe as they roll east and southeast. I think that's where the threat is tomorrow. We're still going to have showers and thunderstorms. We're still going to have the potential for wind, lightning, and maybe some smaller hail along the Front Range and in northeast Colorado, but we'll be here to track it for you. As far as rain totals, I think the best chance for rain is there to the south and east, but anywhere painted in green is more measurable moisture. Watch the storms overnight tonight. Continue to push to the east and come to an end. That's 9 o'clock. And then they're clear the board. Tomorrow morning, they're going to fire off. Watch the heating right in here with the sunshine on the eastern side of the Palmer Divide. Watch them come up, and then they're going to run. That's noon. Let's go to 2 o'clock. They're going to run out here and head to southeast. I think it's this area that has the higher threat for severe weather come tomorrow on your Friday. So our hour by hour this evening, out of the 60s into the 50s in the next few hours. Tomorrow, another day where we'll keep a watch out for those storms. We'll see what times out and what the exact placement is. All depends on what the atmosphere looks like in the wake of tonight's storms. Not much going on Saturday. 81, enjoy it. To the 70s for a few days with a few storms. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Let's give my mom a massage.
The rain chances and cool in the 70s again on Thursday.
The Sports Desk is presented by Bentonelli Law.
We've organized team activities. Weather's been good, and the practices have been good. Pleased with us is what we're doing, what we're getting installed, and of course next week we have 3 more days. It's mini camp, but it's you're watching it will look very similar.
The 2 weeks of organized team activities are a wrap down at Broncos Park for Sean Payton and his team. Next week, the Orange and Blue will host a mandatory minicamp.
Yeah, she's she got shingle or something. Now, my turn to get a massage, huh?
Yeah. It's been a position for years that hasn't had the level of production. The team has been hoping that Ingram hopes to step up and fill the role of Sean Payton's joker after being pursued.
Let me turn off Wi-Fi. Turn off Wi-Fi. Hold up. It's fucking raining again. Whew. Yeah, I don't like rain, man. It's been raining 5 days already. I guess end of May and beginning of June is when we get all the rain. I do not like rain. Grapefruit, right? Grapefruit. Is there more than one flavor? I only seen the original flavor. Only seen original. Let's just talk about the other squirt. Only one flavor on squirt. Huh? There might be other flavors, I guess. At Walmart, they only have original flavor. Yeah, squirt. Do you like Squirt, Sarah? Going to the Cairo. And after that, we go do a gig. Going to the Cairo. I think my mom said she got shingle or something. I don't really know what shingle is. Oof, man, fucking rain. $333 hours for Holly. Hey Siri, what time is the Pacers game? Hey Siri, what time is the Pacers game? Yeah. 6:30. Too much rain. Oh man. Rain's very depressing. It's my kryptonite. Anything but rain, dude. Drive-through liquor. Oh, here comes Uber man. He drives Uber too. He recognized me from TikTok. One of the fellow patients. I'm gonna shut it down here. Yeah, going to the chiropractor. Thank you everybody for supporting my dog. Please subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.